Jimmy Horn Jr. is exceeding all expectations at the Carolina Panthers OTAs. And I'm telling you, if you would have seen Jimmy Horn Jr. his senior year, after that North Dakota State game, everybody was saying, man, what's going on with Jimmy? He had that almost 200-yard game. He went crazy. We had LeJontay Wester, Will Shepherd, everybody else who transferred into Colorado who you would consider taking the shine away. But this is a true testament to Jimmy Horn Jr. staying down, being a solid teammate, and really making it to the league off of his hard work, his explosive speed, and his dedication to making it for him and his family. And as you can see here, he is doing his dance at the Carolina Panthers OTAs. They just wrapped up the rookie minicamp. And as you can see, he looks very explosive. Don't be surprised if you see Jimmy Horn Jr. making his way onto the field besides preseason. I'm talking about the starting kick returner, the starting punt returner. When I first seen Jimmy Horn Jr. and his new football IQ after LeJontay Wester and Travis Hunter, spending a season with them, you can just see how much more overall polished he is as not only a slot receiver, but somebody that you can potentially line up on the outside, outside with Terry McMillan, Adam Thielen, and of course, that boy from South Carolina who's returning for his sophomore season. And just to see the way his footwork is looking right here during these drills and the way he has exploded in and out of his breaks, I see him continually making plays, even versus one press coverage, as well as zone coverage. I can see Jimmy Horn Jr.'s IQ really expanding. And as you can see here in this interview, it has just been about him, reminiscing on the days when he was younger and where he is now. Honestly, when you go through the film analysis on Jimmy Horn Jr., you can literally see the maturity in his route running, how he's able to sit down in zone coverage. The toughness there's no question right there. The quickness, the acceleration, there's no question right there. The dog mentality from Florida, there's no question right there. The adjustment to the NFL seems like it is seamless for this young man. You know what I mean? And this is just a true testament to the coaching staff over there at the Colorado Buffaloes. What they were able to produce, sending the most wide receivers in this NFL draft. This is him, making catches with his hands. You want to see a wide receiver catch with their hands, not with their chest. This is just, some films from the OTAs, really tracking the ball as we want to see from a wide receiver, especially somebody who's 5'8", 5'9". You consider him, the perfect size for a slot receiver. We already know he reminds me of Percy Harvin when he gets the ball in his hand. He turns into a running back. This is him moving smooth in and out of his breaks. You can see his footwork has just got that much better. You pair that with that dog mentality. I really see Jimmy Horn Jr. stepping onto the scene. His, rookie year in the NFL and really making that 53-man roster and contributing. You can see his hand-eye coordination right here. This is just heading into the mandatory minicamp that's coming up in June. As you know, this month it's already here. Rookie minicamp is mapped up. OTAs is wrapped up. You can see Jimmy Horn Jr. shining and, continuing to the hard work that he has done, transferring in from, USF to Colorado, trusting Coach Prime, trusting in himself. Even when the adversity hit, this man was a constant professional, constant teammate. You never seen him, becoming anything less than a positive influence in the locker room. You pair that with Hunter Renfrow, who can show him how to route run, how to read those coverages, how to get in and out of his break. Man, come on now. Stop playing, man. This is Jimmy Horn Jr., J5 Fleazy. Check him out, on Instagram, YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe.